We go.
Hi and welcome to our kitchen. Today I have Tenina. So what are we doing today,
Oh,
Tenina?
well, we're not baking.
We're not baking?
No.
Are you a baker? Not
I am
today.
a baker, but not
Not
today.
today.
No,
So we don't need
no,
those.
but we're making pavlova. So how does that work?
We are going to be making pavlova because it works, because it is a
No bake honey pavlova.
Yeah, or can it be no bake pavlova honey?
Yes. Oh, well, whatever
that's
makes
nice,
you,
isn't it?
you know,
Yeah, happy.
blows your dress up. Yeah.
So,
All good.
Tenina has very generously shared her beautiful no-bake
I'm just
honey
checking something.
pavlova. Yeah, she's just got to do a little bit of technical things. So I'll hold the fort
not
while she's
working.
gone. So to start with, pavlova needs
I'm back.
eggs. So we
Egg
are
whites.
using just the egg whites because we can't use egg yolks, and we're using the beautiful Charcoal Springs pastured eggs. And there's lots of stuff going on here. It's very,
Behind
very
the scenes.
technical behind the scenes, in front
It's
of
so
us
technical
behind the
it's not
scenes.
working.
Yes.
On my page.
Oh no.
Yeah. Got it?
Yes,
Hey.
we're on. Hello to all
Hi,
Tenina
Cooking
fans.
with Tenina.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
So we've got Cooks Collective, we've got Facebook, we've got Cooking with Tenina.
We've got all sorts.
We've got
I don't know
everyone.
what's happening,
Everyone.
yeah.
Welcome to all the lovely cooks out there.
Yeah.
We're making a
Yeah.
no-bake honey pavlova if you've just joined us. I have got some room temperature egg whites here, and there are 200 grams. Oh, I love
Ooh.
that sound. So, Tenina, I'm going to start this whisking with a teaspoon of cream of tartar.
Yes. And why do we use cream of tartar, you may ask?
Why do we use cream of tartar?
It helps hold the air in the egg white as it whips.
So does it actually, it must do something to the
It's
protein.
acidic. It's acidic.
Yes.
So you could use lemon juice, but cream of tartar is just more reliable.
So
This is going to be noisy the whole
it will,
time.
but remember we're talking into the microphone,
Okay.
so we could almost whisper, I believe.
Really?
Yeah, because that
Awesome.
is just.
Okay.
If you can't hear us, let us know.
So my recipe for this went up on my site today, but it's a Thermomix version.
Yep.
And so we're doing it the old school way here with the KitchenAid, which I also have.
Could the old school version be the new school version?
Well,
as well?
maybe.
I know, because
Yeah.
we're going all the way back to plant-based food and positivity,
Yeah,
of,
there you go.
all that sort of stuff. So maybe the old version is the new version. But so you can get the Thermomix version on
My
your
site,
website,
yeah.
and you can get the regular old school. I don't mind being old school. I think old fashioned's quite charming, isn't it?
I think we get a different result, don't we? So
We
we're gonna
certainly
talk
do.
about that.
We certainly
Yeah.
do get a different result, so we will talk about
Slightly,
that as we go
yeah.
along. So I've got the cream of tartar in there, which is going to hold the protein, the actual.
The air in the protein. It
What is that?
changes
Not
it,
the
right?
format, the actual.
I don't
Oh,
know.
I've lost all my words. It'll come to me a bit later on. So, structure.
There we go.
It doesn't take long, but it has to come from right back there, I think. So it'll hold the structure of the eggs, because otherwise eggs can easily revert to liquid,
Yes.
which you don't want.
No.
You want the pavlova to be big and thick. So we're getting these whisked up to stiff peak stage,
And then we're going to add hot honey.
and then we're going to add hot honey, which I have here. It's quite warm.
Yeah.
It's not like boiling, but
No,
you talk
but
about that.
much like an Italian meringue where you add sugar syrup, we're adding hot honey.
And the honey that we're using today is the beautiful Southern Forest honey.
It smells amazing.
And we've got the Mary honey. There we go. We've got the Mary honey, and Sarah sent this to us. Thanks, Sarah, from Southern Forest honey, because she knows I like the Mary one.
It's beautiful. It's so fragrant. Yeah, it's
So
lovely.
we've pre-made a pavlova, because otherwise you'd have to wait with
Oh,
us
good.
for a couple of hours to wait for it to set. So I pre-made one in the fridge. But Tenina just tasted it and she went, oh my gosh, that honey's amazing.
It's just enough of that honey taste to not be overwhelming, but it's definitely there.
I think Pooh
Beautiful.
Bear would like it actually as well.
I think Pooh Bear
I
would.
think. Now, I don't know whether you can see, if the cameraman could be so kind as to focus on our egg whites. You can see that they're really quite stiff now. So we're going to pour on that honey, and it's going to take a couple of minutes for me to pour that honey into it.
that?
No, yeah.
Okay.
It's going to take a couple of minutes. I'm just going like
Yeah,
this.
you just chat.
So I love watching it on the. It's just so beautiful. So you can just be nice and gentle and take your time. in pouring the honey in, this is in place of your white sugar, isn't it really?
Yep.
So how healthy are we, you know?
Well, this is paleo.
It's
You know, refined sugar-free. It's paleo.
Yeah.
If you use coconut cream on top.
Oh my gosh,
there, baby.
so paleo.
Paleo Pav.
It's not
No
vegan though.
Not vegan. We can do vegan. I've done that.
Is it plant-based with the fruit on the top?
Sure.
Plant-based Pav.
Absolutely.
So whoever is watching out there, thank you so much for being with us today, making this beautiful no-bake pavlova. And if you have any questions, type them in. And we have our team working tirelessly behind the scenes here, rushing around, making sure that everything's okay. And they
showing us questions.
Yeah, and they can relay the questions to us so we can answer them live for you. And we promise we won't fib either. We'll tell you the truth. If we don't know what the truth is, we mustn't lie to them, must we? Mustn't make it up.
Well, you know, my whole life's a lie. I make up everything as I go on the fly. I have to say this was a mistake that turned out really well.
I love that.
I fixed a mistake and then it became this awesome, beautiful recipe. So
I think that's one of the most beautiful things in the kitchen is when you really get to know cooking from a intuitive perspective, knowing because you cook so much or because one has cooked so much, like both of us or one you out there have cooked so much that you actually can go, you know what, this hasn't worked, but what we could do is
let's
do it like this.
Yeah.
So Tenina was going to make a honey sort of nougat thing,
yes, I
weren't
was
you,
trying to
Pavlova?
make a nougat pavlova because I had this amazing dish in Bali actually in a restaurant.
Oh, okay.
And I haven't been able to reproduce it sadly, but this is what happened because I had the sort of flopped meringue with the honey. And then,
but so you were going to bake it?
I was planning to bake it. And then I thought, what am I going to do with this leftover? You know, like I didn't want to discard it, all this beautiful honey and everything. Sorry. Can't talk and pour at the same time. And I thought I'm just going to put gelatin in it and see what happens. And happy
it's incredible.
Yes,
it's incredible.
It's so beautiful. It's like the center of the pavlova.
Yeah.
So we are adding gelatin. That's the trick.
And that's gorgeous because if you
look how beautiful this is.
I know,
now.
isn't it gorgeous?
Can you see that, cameraman? You can see the.
It's one of those mixtures that you just want to rub all over your body.
Well,
I think.
She's weird. What can I say? I come here for the food.
Oh. Tenina said, "What have we got for lunch today?" I went, "No bake honey
pavlova, sweet nothing." I came hungry as well.
Oh dear.
Expecting something.
Okay, so at this stage of the game, I might turn this down just a little bit.
I think it's starting to separate a little bit on the edges, so we might have to give it a.
I did that. I did that all on my own without you.
Without me telling you.
First time round.
Yeah.
So I'm actually just going to turn it off. Oh, that's better.
Beautiful.
Because look at it.
Oh, the colour.
Do you see what I mean?
You really can't see the colour, you know. Face cream. You really can't see the beautiful sort of slightly golden tinge on this pavlova. It looks amazing.
And I must admit, you sort of go, oh my gosh, is this really going to work? And it did. So we're going to put into this now your Thermomix. You can do this because it's so thick, isn't it? How are you going to get this gelatin in here?
Okay, so we need to bloom it in some water. I'm using Great Lakes gelatin. It's titanium, gold, red, whatever, is the same.
Oh, is that what you were saying earlier?
Yeah, so
a titanium.
Yeah.
you would use.
Because it's very easily accessible and understandable with a spoon and so on. But it's up to you. If you wanted to use sheets of gelatin, you just need to look at what the value is to a tablespoon. You know, within reason. Because you cut it down.
When we were because we're different cooks, right?
Yeah.
I don't know whether you've noticed.
We have red hair, but we are
we're the same in a lot of ways, but we are different people. And so I have always used leaf, used to say, that has no taste to it whatsoever.
Yes, correct.
And I found that it's just a bit easier to manage using this rather than the powdered one, which sometimes, and I've left a little bit of honey in there.
Perfect.
And that's
Why
okay.
not?
Let's not wash up the jug, you know, crazy. We just have a little bit more honey in there. So 1 sheet of leaf gelatin is the equivalent of, I've always understood, half a teaspoon of powdered gelatin.
So I'm going to add this in straight away.
Is that your 3 tablespoons in there?
Yeah,
Amazing.
so it's going to sit solid if we don't hurry.
Yeah.
So I'm going to add that in.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Do you want me to heat it up in the microwave?
We might have to, we'll see. So all you have to do with beating in gelatin is really make sure it's fully dissolved into the mixture. So
and this will be warm. This is warm with the honey. So the gelatin going in, it'll just help. Do you want a thing?
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, I was just about to say don't grab it too far up because it's got meringue all over it. So that's had 200 mils of water in it as well.
Yeah.
So with the leaf gelatin, what I did was I
you bloom it
softened
as well?
this in cold water.
Yeah.
Softened it first. Actually, I could do that in that jug in a second and show you what it does. Soften it first, and then I put 200 mils of hot water in it, and it dissolved, and then I poured it in just after the honey.
Yep.
Easy as. So
and what a lot of pastry chefs do actually is they make like a solid gel mass, and then they just cut off a weight.
Oh,
so again, weight is where it's at a little bit with that. So you can just bloom the gelatin, create a really solid sort of jelly mass thing, and then use that. You can keep that in the fridge forever. You know, it'll stay, and then you don't have to go through this blooming process. You just put in a piece into your hot mixture.
Yeah,
obviously.
into the hot mixture.
Yeah.
So it really has to be dissolved a little bit warm, and this is why with this you can see already like it's a bit sort of jelly, isn't it? Because it is grainy as a gelatin.
Yeah.
So it doesn't actually have very much of a flavour at all. It's good.
Great Lakes is one I recommend.
And I think that it's got collagen in it. So I'm eating this bit
because it's
in the hope that it's good for my cellulite. Well, it's still there.
Oh, it didn't work.
Damn. That would have been a good Christmas present.
Yeah.
So with this leaf gelatin, it's really quick and easy to soften.
But you do have to get the liquid off that.
Well,
almost. Like, give it a good squeeze, right?
Sort of. When you're adding it to something. Are you talking about adding it to something hot or adding it to something cold?
You've got to consider the liquid, I think.
Yeah. So that doesn't actually take up very much volume space-wise. So 8 sheets of gelatin in your jug, and then you put 200 mils or up to the 200 mils of hot water in there. And by the time you fill that up with hot water from the kettle,
it's finished.
Dissolved.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Yeah.
We do have a question, I believe.
Okay.
Okay, so the question was, where can you get leaf gelatin from? The supermarkets, Mackenzie's do it. A little white packet like that with the blue label on it. Mackenzie's blue label. Near, flat envelope. And
near where they have that.
In the baking section, exactly.
Around where they have that, so
exactly.
Same brand.
Yep. Yep. So very easy to get.
Amazing.
And what about this one?
So this you can get on iHerb online.
iHerb online. So that's the
Great Lakes
pasture raised and grass fed
unflavoured gelatin.
So basically you're not eating anything that has been fed grain or anything like that. So it's the best animal product for us.
Okay.
I'm going to have a little look at this because it does tend to sort of whisk a little bit more in the centre than on the outside.
So in the Thermomix, you have to cool this mixture. On my recipe, you have to cool this mixture in the fridge and then come back and whip it again. And that's like amazing. And it's warm.
That's why I want it on my body.
Someone's going to have to control this woman.
Why do you have to
cool
cool
chill
it
it
in the Thermomix?
in the fridge because it gets very hot. And I'm looking at
Oh, in the Thermomix. You're
Yes,
answering Bri
I'm
over there.
answering Bri.
And she's- yeah.
you have to chill it so that it will continue to aerate because it'll just collapse a little bit as it heats up, basically. So you just need to chill it to make a better end result. So now we've got to move this quite quickly into a tin or you'll have a solid...
We do.
Yeah.
And can we take the one out of
Yes,
the tin that
let's
I've
do
got?
that. Here's the one we prepared
And
earlier.
what I'm going to do is whip this around because we're going to change this around a bit so that I can do the fruit.
Now I just need that palette knife. So you just, when you're taking it out of the tin, so we're going to put it into the base of a line, you know, the tin is lined at the base. And you need to oil the tin quite well so that it will release more easily. Because this has been in the fridge for how long?
Since about 9:30.
Oh, pretty good.
Yeah, I woke up extra early because I was so excited. I thought it was actually Christmas today because I was cooking with you.
Okay. It's Christmas every day with me. Okay. So you loosen it before you open the springform tin because otherwise it will pull it apart. Ta-da! There you go.
Can I just move that out of the way?
Yes.
Oh, look, no, you can
isn't
see
it gorgeous?
it. How beautiful is
Now
that?
let's just get it off the paper as well because you need to be fast with this.
Oh, okay.
And now I've got to get it off here.
Well, I can get another piece of paper. Look, no expense spared here at Matters of Taste.
Done.
Have you?
But it's not in the middle.
Oh, well. You know, all
into the middle.
all the cool chicks serve it slightly. All the cool chicks serve it slightly
Off
sideways.
centre like me.
Yeah, off
Yeah.
centre. Yeah. We decided we were super
All right.
cool Australian.
I'm really worried about your
Oh, you
stuff
don't.
setting.
Don't. It'll be okay.
It will set
because
so
it's warm.
quickly.
I know.
Okay. There
No,
you go.
no.
No? What have I done?
Well, you just haven't got it in the thing, have you? See, more speed, less haste. What's that saying? When
is
you're
it upside
panicking?
down?
It is, so that you can
Oh,
twist
right.
it off.
Oh,
That's a tip.
there you go.
Make sure your springform cake tin is upside down, so that when you get it out of the
You just slide it off.
tin, you can slide it off. Otherwise, it's got a ridge on it.
Yeah. There you go.
See how fast you can just throw it on the floor.
Here we go. I'll move that so you
See,
can see
that's
all that.
okay.
Isn't that beautiful?
Do you want to do that?
Sure.
Because I'm doing the fruit.
Okay. So the thing we have to do before we put the cream and the fruit on is torch the edges and put it back in the fridge because, of course, torching the edges is going to melt everything. But we want to get that little brown kind of bruleed effect on the edges of the pave.
Yeah.
Because it's not been baked. Are you getting it?
No.
You're loving this. This is huge.
And if you, I know you don't.
So this is the difference between a Thermomix version and a KitchenAid version is that the same volume of egg white will create a much larger result in the end.
Yeah. So 200 grams of egg white for me
And you can leave it
has
all.
gone over the top of the tin.
You can leave it all puffy.
Whereas for
and
you,
attractive.
it wasn't. Mine's far more puffed than yours.
Yours is very puffed.
I don't know whether you heard Bri, but we're not going to re-mention that because are we going to say that? I don't think we are going to
We
say
better
that.
not say that.
She said,
Just out
"Don't we
loud,
love?
but to
Don't
be
we love
honest,
kitchen utensils? Don't
I
we
d-
love kitchen?"
I do have a KitchenAid and I'm not afraid to use it.
And we do have
Okay.
another. Which?
Which one?
Oh, well, Coles. Every supermarket. Every supermarket. The gelatine is available in all the major supermarkets. Not a problem.
Okay. So shall I just torch
If
the
you can't
sucker
find
now?
it, ask them. Well, if you can't find it, go to maybe an independent supermarket or a good food shop like Fresh Provisions or Boatsman.
RGA's.
Boatsman.
IGAs
boat
will
shed
have
or
them.
herdsman.
Yeah.
Some of the IGAs will have leaf gelatin definitely in there.
Weigh and Pay if you're up north of the river. I've
Who?
got it. Weigh and Pay.
Oh, Weigh and
Have it in
Pay.
sheets.
Excellent.
Yeah. They've got all
Excellent.
the. Actually, I think even European Foods have the European.
I bet they
ones,
would.
yeah.
Absolutely. They would definitely have.
Okay, I'm going to
They
torch
definitely- I
the
don't know what you
edges,
want
guys.
to do
This
with
is the
these.
fun part. Don't try this at home.
Oof. Take some photos.
Push in. Oh, sorry.
A few comments.
Yes.
Brock likes our new aprons, by the way.
Oh, thank you so
They
much.
are very nice, aren't they?
Awesome. Yeah. Someone likes our new aprons.
And
Thanks.
Cheryl-
Thanks for noticing.
Cheryl Sampson's watching from Canada.
Oh, hi, Cheryl. How are you
Cheryl,
going?
wow.
Never mastered the Aussie Pavlova.
You
Well,
don't
this
have
is-
to now.
This is easy.
This is the
Yeah.
Aussie Pavlova.
Yeah.
This is
The
the,
new
new
Aussie
Aussie
Pavlova.
Pavlova. Who
Yeah.
wants recipes sent to their inbox for a cold Christmas? Not me, and I keep getting them. I don't know about you, but we've got stuff for Australia, for our
Yeah.
seasons, for our
Sorry, Canada.
Christmas. I know, love you, Canada as well. Well, I got cousins
Okay.
in Canada as well,
it's
but you're
freezing.
so much.
Okay.
Can you? Oh.
Okay, so we're
Okay.
just going to torch the edges of this. I have literally a flamethrower
Can I just ask you to just slightly pull it this way?
Can
It's
I?
because
Can we
the
see?
the
Okay.
cameraman's going to
So you're
want
just
the
going to
money.
go to the edges, do a bit of brulee.
Wait till it comes round. That's amazing.
And then we're going to
Wait
put
for
it
it,
back in
everyone.
the fridge because otherwise it's going to melt. So we're going to melt our...
Coming round. Look at that.
Isn't it pretty?
It's really great, isn't it?
It's so pretty.
A little bit closer, the cameraman's saying,
Sorry,
please.
that way.
Oh,
me.
to us.
Oh,
so-
gosh. I've got a flame, a live flame
There.
in my hand.
There. Yeah, well, come
Be
on.
careful.
That looks
Isn't
absolutely...
that good? And it sort of puffs up a bit at the edges like that.
Absolutely brilliant.
Yep, done. So now we're going to stick that in the
And
fridge
nothing,
again just to
we
be
caught
totally solid.
nothing alike then, did we? Nothing? The Pavlova
No,
hasn't
eyebrows
melted?
are intact.
You're
All
telling
good.
me I've just had mine done this morning. I
So-
would not want to be burning my eyebrows this morning, let me tell you.
Okay.
All right, into the...
Into
this is
there.
really exciting, isn't it? I
Actually,
knew
I'm
it
going to
was gonna
just
be
do this
exciting
one because
today.
you've got to get the taste. So this is a little bit of leftover mixture,
Okay, and I've got to...
and I just can't help myself. I love flaming things.
Oh, you've got to flame that one.
Yes.
Go ahead, Tenina.
Whoa! Look at that.
Yeah, well, I just thought, because I had some left over, I just thought, wow, it would look, wow, like that, I thought. It would look really...
Done.
It would look really good in like little dishes. So you could do little individual ramekins. If you're the type of person who has a few too many wines, and I'm not,
Who would
you
that
know,
be? I just
me in
honestly,
the past,
Tracy,
a
really.
few too many wines before you got to dessert, and to actually cut a large pavlova is terrifying.
And it doesn't
at
look
the table.
nice. Actually, it doesn't
Do
serve
them
up
in-
well.
do them-
Does it? A big pavlova.
Do
And
you
this
reckon?
will.
I reckon that
this
will.
This serves beautifully
Yeah.
because it cuts perfectly. But
I reckon
Use a
that
hot
will,
knife.
but yes. So put them into little ramekins. It just depends on how, you know, if you like lots of dessert, then obviously larger containers. But if you are somebody who perhaps likes a slightly smaller dessert,
you want the cream?
and
Ready?
yep, cream and
And we've got
then put it
Hey
into
La
little
La.
ramekins. So we've got Hey La La vanilla, and I just want to show you also for us West Aussies, we're using the Bannister Downs cream. Look how happy that cow is.
happy cows, happy cream.
They are so
they're
beautiful. We've met
gorgeous.
so many of them, and we've seen them being milked at Bannister Downs Dairy because it's all robotic.
Yes.
I
Yes.
love it, and the cows come up when they
They're
want
waiting,
to,
yes.
and they're so lovely and happy.
Happy cows, happy
I
butter.
love it. And we
happy
got, I know
cream.
we got happy
Beautiful.
chooks. Now I've sort of semi-whisked this.
It looks pretty whisked.
Shall we-
Did you put?
Well, I can always put a
vanilla
little
in?
bit more cream. No, I
No?
haven't.
Okay, so
I
just
haven't. But
a
this
squirt of Hey La La.
takes a little bit longer to whisk, perhaps, than that was exactly 2 teaspoons, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
It takes a little bit longer to whisk.
Oh,
Is that
because it's
enough?
fresh.
You reckon?
Vanilla?
No, no, no.
I mean, cream.
I'd have
I'd
have
more-
cream with
I'd
my
have-
vanilla.
Yes, exactly. I'd have more cream. Why not? Live on the edge.
Because this is a 600
Do you
ml
know-
pack, but they also do it in 250 grams.
Oh, do they?
But I buy a 600 ml
If
one.
you over whip your cream,
Yeah.
you can just add in a bit of unwhipped cream,
Milk
and it'll
or
kind
milk.
of save
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, like a tablespoon or so for 300
Tip
mils.
of the day.
Yeah, tip
Yes.
of the day.
Don't
we
panic,
both
don't
do
throw
that.
it out.
I know.
Yeah.
Or you go on and you do like Bry's looking at me nodding, and you make your own butter if you haven't
Yes.
got the vanilla in.
Well,
Although
you've got vanilla
butter
butter.
would be okay,
There's
wouldn't it?
nothing
There's
wrong with vanilla butter.
No.
That would go great on your Christmas pudding.
vanilla butter.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can put a bit of brandy in
Yeah.
it. Because I tell you what, butter made from
It's
proper
stunning.
cream
Yeah,
is amazing.
stunning.
And if
Okay,
your
that's-
cream
that's good.
if your cream is really chilled as well, it's going to take actually ages to over whisk it. Isn't it, Bri? Bri's here.
The
by
fresher
way,
the
in case
cream,
everyone's going,
the
"Where's
longer it
Bri?"
takes to whip. Did you know that?
This took, how long did it take earlier, Bri? Probably, oh, you weren't watching. You were busy. So this probably took 5 minutes
Oh,
to
wow,
actually
really?
whisk up. Yeah.
Okay, that's
Because,
a very
or
significant
whether I
amount of
was
time.
being impatient, I don't know. But I actually had to put a cloth over the
Do you
top.
chill your bowl at all?
Not when I'm not the stainless steel bowls, because
okay.
as soon as that cream gets in there, it gets it's chilled anyway.
Okay.
As long as the cream is really
Yeah,
chilled.
okay.
It's not. These are not that
For
thick,
a
are they?
Thermomix whip, just FYI, I chill my bowl a little bit if I want it to be, really fresh and not
Fabulous.
over whipped. Yeah.
What do you want to do with this?
Well,
I'm fascinated with this spiky bit in there. Does
oh,
that
yeah,
fascinate you?
yeah.
So when you're doing have you
I am actually. That's
yeah.
just the centre of the.
Yeah. So when you're taking
Wow.
off where it grows on the tree, because they grow on the tree,
She's lost her
the
words
stalk.
today.
And if you just go into the centre, you can't actually push that knife right the way through the centre. So just go around like that. And sometimes, if you're clever, which I don't think I am today, you can twist it round like, oh, there we are.
Yes,
Can you see
this is
that?
The whole spike.
That's the spiky
the
bit.
choke. It's like the
Yeah,
choke
that
on
is
an
really
artichoke.
nasty. You wouldn't want
Yeah.
to tread on that, would you?
No, well, you wouldn't
Oh
wanna
no,
have
I
it in
wouldn't
your
have done it
throat.
like that.
Oh, wouldn't you? Sorry.
I'm only joking. What did I say this weekend to somebody? I said something, don't do it like that. And they got all like, oh no. And I said, I'm only joking. Yeah, so there we are, the kiwi fruit spike. So you're not eating that. On the other end, it's perfectly all right. You can just cut straight through like that.
Okay.
Second
All
tip
right,
of the
we're
day.
ready.
Are we
Ready
ready?
to do
Is our pav ready?
Yeah. So ready. So
So-
baked.
oh.
It is so baked.
Oh, the other thing I was going to say as well is another tip. It's so not baked. The oven's not on. The other tip of the day is when you're making pavlova, use older eggs. Because, yes, we'll put it in the right place, Mr.
We
Cameraman.
will.
Yep,
Yes.
we'll just, because we're going to build this up to make it look beautiful.
We have to
I'm gonna
Instagram
stand
it too,
aside.
don't we?
Oh, I would say so.
So pretty.
Now,
Okay.
Mr. Cameraman,
Cream
tell
away.
us where.
That's
That's pretty
Yeah, that's
accurate,
pretty-
isn't it? But
pretty
you know
cute.
what? I'm going to try and.
get the pretty side.
No, I'm going to try and get it so that it looks like it's in the centre. There we are.
Okay.
Okay. So, would you like me to put this on?
Sure.
Because I'm quite good at dolloping.
Okay.
I'm a dolloper from way back. Actually, I quite like this with the.
With the seeds. It's very pretty,
Oh,
isn't
it's
it?
gorgeous.
Mm.
It's another thing I'd like to put on my body. What is it with that? It's just like creamy, gorgeous things. Just that smell nice. honey and vanilla.
I think she needs to make. We need to do a recipe for a honey vanilla body cream for you.
Yeah, that is the one.
Yeah.
And chocolate. Bri
Chocolate.
wants chocolate in it as well. We have chocolate sprinkles. Now, I don't know about you. Yeah, so you'll use that, and I go like this.
Oh, do you? use
Do you
your
know
finger?
why? Because I just love the way it looks like that.
Okay.
And then you know what happens. And you can just please just unwhisk it if you want to. But
You can lick your finger.
I find I have more. Yeah, I find I have more. Do you want to try?
No, it's okay. You can rub that on
Do
your
you want
face
to
though,
get
when
yeah?
you're
Do
done.
you want to get
My
your thing back
leftovers.
and then undo it? But I don't know what it is about that. I could do it for hours. It's like painting a picture, really. And unfortunately, with it so much
we didn't
light
put
on
any
this
on
as
there.
well.
Oops. You're gonna have to scrape that out. We're gonna
We
do
put
a
a
little
dollop.
extra one. Okay,
we're
I
gonna
always start
taste
with
it.
the bigger fruit at the bottom, just so you know. So whatever fruit you're using, make sure you start with the bigger pieces first, because then you can build it from there.
I should really do quenelles on this, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to do...
I used the Cape gooseberries on my photo, and they looked so pretty.
They
I
look very
loved
pretty.
it. I was so wrapped with the Cape gooseberries. They just look really beautiful. I love the Cape gooseberries.
Because they're yellow, aren't they?
And they're stunning taste.
And
I just love them. Now you've got to. You just have to.
It's nice
a
because
rule.
it's not sweet. Because you've not put any sugar in the cream.
You don't need sugar on Pavlova cream at all.
Yeah, it's definitely, we've got enough sweetness in the Pav.
Yep, we do.
It's looking very, very beautiful. Tenina, I love your shoes, by the way, as well. I haven't said that.
They're very, memo. I got the memo about the navy.
Faye's watching from Melbourne, and Kathleen says hi.
Hello, Faye in Melbourne, and hello, Kathleen. Just up the road here in WA in Perth.
Did it again.
Lovely. I'll clear up.
Okay. You're just letting me play.
Yeah. She's just, you'll get all the glory now. Everyone will go, oh, that's so pretty. I made the Pavlova. Just remember that, you guys watching.
Have we got a spoon for these? For the that
yes,
passion fruit?
Passion fruit. The other thing that I was going to suggest on this as well is dragon fruit. Because it is so pretty with the white.
If you got the purple one.
Or the purple one.
Love the purple one.
Oh my gosh.
Aren't they beautiful?
Claire, who commented about gelatin before, says that looks amazing. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Thank you.
Merry
you
Christmas
too.
and Happy New Year to you as well, Claire.
And go find your gelatin.
This is very,
Give
very
it a whirl.
gorgeous.
It's lovely. I love it.
I know. Everyone's
so
going to...
pretty. Okay. Oh. Just a little bit of that.
She's good, isn't she? Just a little bit of that, and that's what you've got to do.
Is
a little bit of flamboyance. Because sometimes when you try and position things, when you try and position things a little bit too much, it looks a little bit contrived.
Works,
oh, me too. You've made this at home, so you should be proud of it looking homemade. I think.
I think so, and I think no one's going to complain. And last but not least, I have beautiful little flowers. So these are like little lemon bergamot flowers. Aren't they pretty?
Gorgeous.
If you can see that. But it just sort of pops the colour.
What about this little one? Poor thing.
Yeah,
Totally and
it's
utterly.
a little neglected thing.
Yeah, I'm going to do it right over. I'm probably out the camera.
You don't have to have flowers, guys. It's just that I'm obsessed with edible flowers because I grew some.
So you're
so
showing
now
off
they're on everything. They're on pizza. I mean, come on. They're going on to everything because I'm just in love with edible flowers. It used to be lime cheeks, now it's edible flowers. But the food stylists thing coming through.
I don't know whether you'd
I
allow
have to
me
Instagram
to have
this. I brought mint leaves, baby mint leaves, but you don't really need them if you use the kiwi because that does
they're
make
nice,
it
aren't
nice
they?
and Christmassy.
Except I haven't got any kiwi for my little one because someone used it all. So I might have the mint leaves if
okay.
if
just for the
you
sake
will
of
share
how it
a
looks.
bit.
I don't know. Shall I leave?
All right, so
There we
we
go.
are. Finishing
Done.
touches on there.
Yeah, one more.
We
one
are
more little
going to.
purple
Are we going to
flower.
dig in? Because I want to show everyone quickly
There we go.
what it actually looks like
hang on.
inside the. Oh,
There you go. Got to have a flower.
Tenina,
Got a
that
mint
looks
leaf.
really beautiful. Yeah.
There you go.
mint
There's a
leaf.
mint leaf.
So we're going to. Here's your spoon. Don't go into that
I'm
one.
not
That
touching
looks
this one
so
'cause
beautiful,
you
doesn't
know.
it?
All right.
So we're going
You try
to-
it first because I know what it tastes like.
Well, I know what it tastes like
Oh.
as well because I tried the other one, but I just do want it with a bit of fruit.
Of zhuzh.
The thing is, it's going to be a conversation stopper around the table.
Yum.
That is just perfect, isn't it?
It is.
A little bit sharpness from the passion fruit, no sugar in the cream, and it's like eating
It's like the centre
marshmallow
of the pavlova, isn't it?
clouds. Yeah, it's like the centre of the pavlova without the crispy bit around the outside, but you've got the
toastiness.
the toastiness. And you don't have to chew it. So
Which means you can eat a whole lot
Yeah.
more without noticing.
it was full of air. Full of
We've
air.
got a
Look
question
at it.
over there.
Full of air.
Liana says hello. Hi from
Hi, guys.
Boulder from Glenys.
Oh, wow. Hi, Glenys.
Lynette, hi from Tasmania. You're making me hungrier. She's in hospital.
Oh, Lynette, get
Get
better before
soon.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah. Awesome.
So
well,
Merry
thank
Christmas.
You. Yes, Merry Christmas, everyone.
Go
Hope you
and-
enjoy this.
Go and unbake a pavlova.
Yeah, recipes are on both of our websites, so knock yourself out. Well,
Don't use the heat.
knock
You
yourself
could do
out.
this on a campsite. I mean, people take their Thermomix camping.
Glamping.
Yeah.
Glamping. Do they take their Thermomix
Oh,
camping?
yes, they do.
You toast
Send
it
me
by the
photos.
campfire. Fantastic.
Yeah, there
so
you
thank
go.
you so much for watching at Cooking with Tenina and at the Cooks Collective as well. And we'll see you next year doing something fab,
2020.
probably
Isn't that
2020.
scary?
I'm quite excited about
Are you?
2020. I
Oh,
quite
gosh.
like it. It's easy to remember, isn't it? 2020.
Yeah, I'm just one
Yeah,
step
okay.
closer to a big number. That's all. It's scary.
But gosh, we're getting so much more wonderfully mature.
Thank you.
I don't know why it's mature to be wonderful because I've never actually mastered that myself. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Next week, we will be filming live at home at my house.
And I'll be
You
filming
won't
live at home too.
You'll be filming live at home too. So
Tuesday.
we'll be filming. And we're going to have a surprise. What are you doing? Do you know what you're doing?
Well, it's something Christmassy.
Something Christmassy.
Yeah, we're doing
Well,
like a
doing
Christmas
something.
workshop series.
Oh, are you? Nice. Well, we're doing something Christmassy as well. It's going to be a surprise.
Mine's a
You know
surprise because I have
why.
no idea. I do have a plan.
Exactly the same. I've got loads of recipes that I can do. I just can't decide which.
Yes,
Anyway,
true.
thank you very much.
Have a
enjoy
great
cooking
afternoon.
enjoy not cooking your pavlova.
Yeah, go unbake.
Yes. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
I think it's absolutely delicious, don't you? I just want
Yes.
to have another
Here, put
little
some more
bit
of.
of a.
I think
yeah.
you need to put more of this on.
Mm.